Good afternoon, everyone. Stephanie Patton here with Escape and Paint, trying to help everybody work on growing in their art and confidence and build some character and maybe bring some joy to yourself and others with what you do. I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. I should not have left the TV running in the other room. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go turn it off. Sorry about that. I usually don't leave it on, and I try to have everybody else not in that other room because I chase squirrels really fast, really easy. So sorry about that. Today we are going to finish our door hanger that we've been working on this week. But I did want to tell you that I have a tiger event coming up next Friday for anyone who's interested in joining us. I will probably do it via Zoom and then put the recording in the Facebook group for those that are in the Facebook, want to be in the Facebook group. I'm going to pin the link if you're interested there. It's a 1 ticket per household kind of deal. You can bring your family members. You don't have to pay extra for them. I just wanted everybody to come paint and have fun. All right, I'm going to switch to my other view. If it's going to switch. There it goes. Okay. So I have not gone back over my lights. I probably need to do that real quick. And then I've got the outline of 3 basic gifts right here. We can put a few more bows in the back if we want when we get done. Oh, this desk seems really small today. I don't know why. But I've been struggling with that problem all week, haven't I? Yes, I have. Okay. So, trying to leave it where everybody can see the project and where we're working and not get everything messed up. I've got bits and bobs and things where I've been doing some different crafts, some cards and stuff like that this last week. And okay, so I'm going to put that one up. I'm probably going to leave that one out. I just cleaned my brushes up really good a while ago because I was trying to be really good and not leave them and let them make a mess. And alright, so no one told me what color they wanted for our presents, so I guess I'm gonna pick. It's probably smarter to put that over there, but I don't want to. So, since this is a door hanger, or meant to be a door hanger, and we want it outside, I'm probably not going to use actual bow ribbon on this. But I'm debating it. Because I have this cute little glittery stuff that I could do. It's trim. Nah, I don't think it's going to last. It's not going to hold up. It's not like it's a ribbon. I thought it was a ribbon. It's not. It's trim. It's tape down trim. I have a yellow. And I think I'm going to do at least one of them in yellow. I need to get the red down for the base of the lights again. And then... why did I take that off? I unscrewed it instead of pouring paint out. Y'all. Yeah. Alright, so I'm getting some more of our same Anita's red here, and I'm just going to kind of put it on. I'm just going to put it on here. Alright guys, I'm just trying to make sure Okay. I did not want it to go that wonky up the side. Wonky's okay because they're not perfectly round and they're not perfectly even, but completely misshapen is not what I wanted. If that makes sense. Okay. So we're going to leave the red to dry. I don't mind if it has a few bumps, because if you think about it, the taillights usually have a few little bumpy grooves in them that add some texture around that plastic there, so I'm not going to worry about it if it has a little bit of texture or a groove or anything like that to it. Okay, let me see. Okay, all right. As you pop in, if you would say hi, I would appreciate it. I would love the company while I'm doing this. I was just filling in the rest of the red, putting another little coat of red on our tail lights. I probably should have put some red in here last night for our tailgate. Let me go ahead and put for our license plate, not tailgate, our license plate. So let's see. We'll go like that and just kind of start one on there. That'll dry. I won't do it very thick, and that'll dry. And then we'll be able to go over it. Okay. Sorry y'all, I've had a lot of stuff hitting the fan the last couple of weeks. When you know to do something right and you go ahead and do it and people want to get mad at you about it, it hurts and it's hard. And then when others still know what's right and don't want to do it, that hurts, especially when it's part of your family, and that just, well, anyway, a lot of stress. I just need to give in and maybe paint just for the fun of painting and not worry about whether we're hitting this for our lives. Okay, I don't think you can see it just super great here. Let me see if I can turn that light on. I don't know where that lamp clip is. Sorry, Rosie. Keep bumping you, baby. I'm sorry, baby. I keep kicking the puppy who's under my feet. Sweet Rosie. Alright, so maybe that's a little better. I don't know. But I think in the right light you can kind of... Okay, let me tilt it a little bit. You can see the white there. I'm trying to get us the start of a license plate there. I forgot to do it yesterday when I was doing the rest of it, so... Okay, do I need to come back? Do I need to go forward? No, I need to go forward. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to do at least one gift in yellow. And I have my cadmium yellow. And yellows are definitely one of those colors that need a base coat underneath it for it to stand out really well. Because yellow just doesn't cover really, really fast and easy. So, thank you, Amy. Thank you. Holler at me if y'all are interested in getting together again. It would be fun. But yeah, I decided I did the other two parts of it I did it in 3 days because I put some base coats on there and just spent a few minutes with everybody. So you might want to go back and, if you haven't already, checked out Door Hanger Part 1 and Part 2. Today I'm planning to finish it up. But I broke it up into small sections so that I didn't keep everybody all day, all night, all for too long at a time. But I have some of these available if anybody's interested. Now, I don't know how well they'll mail, but I can get together with and meet some people part way for pickup if we don't want to do it an in-person party. We wanted to do it online anyway. We could still meet and do a handoff on some of the supplies and stuff as needed. But I have several of these that I've done just kind of for playing and practicing. And of course, I completely forgot. What do you bet I got Philip's sweater all covered in white paint? Because it's his sweater, not my arm. No? Okay. Be impressed. I am. Alright. I'm getting all the yellow back off of this brush so I can fix the white right fast. Because I know I'm going to need another coat of the white, but I don't want it to be all streaky, smeary underneath there. Okay. And I do have an online event going next Friday night. Now the thing about that is you can join the Facebook group and watch it whenever after I do it live. You can join me on Zoom, which is what I kind of think that's how I'm planning to do it, is I'll Zoom the party, do Zoom and you do the party, and then I'll stick the recording, or I'll put it in there live, do the Zoom live, so to the group for those who don't feel comfortable using Zoom or don't want to use Zoom. But then but you can bring your family with you. I said it's $10 per household kind of a thing. That way your whole family can do it together. And it's interesting to see the differences in what the bigger kids and the little kids do. It's the tiger. Now I have the tiger painted on my wall, but I will be doing another one for the class while I'm teaching it. And I will probably be doing it on a 16 by 20 canvas. Although I'd rather do a square one, so I might have to do a square, or I might, if I have a round, do it on a round. We shall see, because I don't happen to have any rounds just sitting around right now. I have one left, and I may practice on a smaller canvas. I don't know. We shall see. I don't need that many tigers hanging around at my house, but I don't know. I think Zoe's opted to have the lion as our school mascot since she's our only student. I let her pick. And she's always loved lions. So. Alright, so I'm just taking that and smoothing that over there. But next Friday night, the link for the tickets is in the comments. It's pinned to the top in the comment. Alright, so do we want a red gift too? Or do we want to put red bows on it? And we'll do... Oh, I'm trying to think. There's a color over here. I'm dying to see what color it turns out. So I think I'm going to grab it. It's called Sea Glass. It's just not smart to come back and forth that way. Watch out, Rosie. I don't want to bump your feet. Whoop, whoop. There you go. Okay, she insists on sleeping at my feet when she's in here, which I do not mind, but she's right under my feet. So let's see if this sea glass turns out real pretty. Now, can we even tell we've got anything on there? It is definitely not as dark as the others are. So I think it'll look good on this. It may not look good on a lot of darker compared to some of the other ones, but I like the color. I'm liking the color. Now, I'm trying to keep my strokes. Whoops, just went over the black line. I am attempting to keep my strokes going with the in a side-to-side fashion to kind of go with the top versus the box. Top of the box versus the sides of the box. If that makes any sense. And then I'm gonna corner up to there. Okay. Now what I'm definitely going to be doing is going back in and hitting that with an outline. I'll take either a black marker or I'll take my black liner brush and I'll go around that and give it some definition. So what color do we want? We've got yellow, we've got green. I have a coral blush and I have a blue. I want blue. I'm a blues person. Okay. So I'm going to turn this around so I don't stick my arm in all this other paint. So I can get to this one. And I'm gonna say, when y'all jump on, say hi, let me know who's watching. I'm gonna also remind y'all really quick that I am available for parties. You can request something. You have something specific in mind, you want to paint it, we'll get it figured out and we'll get it done. But I am available for private parties, or we can do a public party if you just want to invite some friends and go. Y'all know of a restaurant that would be willing to let us come in and paint. Let me know and I'll call them. Okay, I accidentally touched the edge of that yellow and it is like visible to me, so I'm trying to get it covered up. I think I've got most of it out. Okay, so now I should have done the yellow box last. Note to self for future reference. But that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna figure out what color I want to do some bows. What color do we want the bows to be? I'm going to do the coral pink or the blush pink. Coral blush, isn't it? Yeah, coral blush. That's it. I'm going to use my coral blush here. Sorry, y'all. When I get concentrating, I get a hard time. I have a hard time following anybody. And say hi when y'all pop in. Let me know you're here. Sorry, I'm kind of concentrating on what I'm doing, and I'm trying to make sure I'm seeing the comments when they come in. Okay. Sorry, I'm giggling because I can hear Zoe singing in the other room, and I always love to hear her singing. Alright, she's supposed to be doing some schoolwork, so she's probably taking her a very short little break to get some blood flowing. Alright, I think I'm going to do a ribbon going like this up the center. What do y'all think? I think we're stuck with it now. Now I can probably get it off and get the green to cover it up pretty well. Okay. I thought I used this brush, but I obviously did not because it is not mimicking those strokes. So, alrighty, so I've got this one with the coral on it. I think I may be gonna bring that down just a bit so it looks a little more bow-like. All right. And I'm going to up our line. Gotta wipe that out. I got smearies in there from the peach, or from the blush, coral, whatever. All right. Say hi when you get in, if you don't mind. Just let me know you're watching, hanging out with me. I would love to talk to you. Say where you're from. Maybe give me a thumbs up or a heart. Heart would be especially nice because that helps with the algorithms. But so be it either way. I'll take either one at this point. Just all right. All right, let's figure out what color bow we want on the other one. All right. I think I'm going to do a red bow on the yellow one. You know what, I think I'm going to rinse that one out and grab the other one. So remember which ones I had. I'm pretty sure which one. All right. Well, if you would like to join me Friday night, I will be painting at 5 p.m. next Friday, the 13th. The link to purchase a ticket for you and anybody in your home that particular night. There will be one Zoom connection per family, per group, or whatever, but I'm fine with everybody coming and painting. I would just love to have y'all join me. The link is in the comments. I was joking and saying earlier that I don't need that many tigers in my house, but I do need to practice it one more time before we do it live. And but that Zoe has made our mascot for homeschool a lion. She loves lions. So when I mentioned anything about doing a mascot, she said, I want a lion. And I said, sounds good. So my next one will likely be a lion. All right. And I like blue and yellow together, so I'm going to do the blue package with the yellow bow. Just because I think they look fabulous together. Remember, yellow is one of those colors that's kind of hard to get to cover over some of the darker colors. So where it's at on the edge of the gift there that I colored with the paint, you don't really see. This may not be as well seen until we've gotten it dry and maybe had a second coat. Oh, Rosie, you're gonna have to wait, baby. Or go whimper at the door. Is that what the problem is? You hear somebody in the kitchen? Sorry, the dog is at my elbow. Alrighty. Well, you can put a name. You can put happy holidays. You can put Christmas something on there if you want it on your license plate. You could also put Merry Christmas on the tailgate. I gotta finish the black up here first. Well, I want to thank y'all for joining me, hanging in there with me while we did this one. I appreciate the company. I don't think this is a requirement. I just do it because it adds that little bit more pop to the packages. And if I have to guess, I will probably hit the bows with it in a minute as well. I think I may hold off doing too much personalization on this one, because if I sold it to someone and they wanted something other than what I put on here, it would be easier for me to just add something that they want. But you could easily write Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and then love, and put your family's name. Alright guys, well, I think I'm done. I'll put a finished picture of this on the page later today whenever I get it finished up. Hello, Rosie. Hang on just a second, Rosie. Rosie, stop. Rosie, stop. Come here, baby. Come here. There you go. Yes, okay. So, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you would like, I left the ticket link for the Tiger Party, and if you... Okay, that's the tiger. I'll be painting it on a... We'll have tracers for a 8x10 canvas, or a square canvas would probably be better if you happen to have one, and I'll try to have canvas tracers for anybody that would fit that size. So I will talk to y'all later. Thank you for joining me, and y'all have a great afternoon.